Good evening, welcome to the channel. Today we are talking balls, and not just any golf ball. We're talking about the PXG golf ball, and this is last year's model. I know they've superseded this golf ball with a new and improved version. However, PXG are quite a unique company that they do keep hold of old stock and sell it off at a reduced price. For me personally, I've started to have to buy my own golf balls. In the past I was given them and gifted them by Titleist, and my ball of choice was the Titleist Pro V1X. So now I'm having to purchase the golf balls myself. It's becoming a bit of a price issue, and I don't want to be paying over £50 for a dozen golf balls where there may be some alternatives that are worth exploring at a fraction of that price. The golf ball I'm testing is comparable to the Pro V1X. It's a slightly firmer feel, it gives a higher ball flight and gives you maximum spin around the greens. It's exactly what I'm looking for from a golf ball. So I purchased a dozen of these golf balls for $34.99, and I've been putting them in play over the last month or so to make sure we give them a full and thorough testing. And I want to know whether PXG have produced a golf ball as good as a Pro V, because that is what they were claiming when they first manufactured and put this ball on the market. So putting wise, I did find the ball quite clicky, and it definitely feels firmer to me than a Pro V1X. Although a Pro V1X is very firm, this was another level. Is that an issue for me? Absolutely not. I don't mind that particular sound. I have heard that a few people that I've given the ball to have a few putts with have said that they found it sort of came off the club face quite quickly and the distance control was an issue. I personally didn't find that, and my putting was no better or no worse than it would have been with a Pro V1X. Absolutely love the alignment aid on the golf ball. It's a nice big black thick line. I normally draw that line on my Pro V1, and I know a few of the companies now are producing a line on the ball similar to what I produce with a black marker pen, so that's going to save a couple of minutes walking to the tee. Also, it's not going to rub off, so I'm not going to have to reapply that alignment aid when I putt. I do like the extra couple of dashes either side of that line, which is to actually try and help you square the putter up. There will be golfers that will think that is absolutely brilliant. For me, it's just additional. It doesn't really affect when I line the putter up, but it is good that it's there, and it will help some golfers. Where some of these balls that try and compete with the Pro V1 don't quite add up for me is around the green. So not just the feel, but the amount of spin you can generate. But this ball was responding well when I was chipping. I'm fully aware that I'm not the best chipper in the world, but I was still getting a little bit of action. I could see the ball spinning, and if you see some of the close-ups when I was playing and putting that little sort of video package together, you'll see the ball was rotating nicely. And there was not much difference between this and a Pro V1X for me. This was a pitch shot I hit that pitched by the pin and span back down the slope. So this is a close-up of the ball after 20 shots. There's a couple of small marks, but no real scuffs. And the ball is looking pretty clean, to be honest. You probably wouldn't even know that I've hit 20 bunker shots with it. So I used the same ball for 18 holes without losing it. Again, similar to the bunker, it's not too bad. There's a few sort of wear and tear marks. Could probably use it for a practice round. I wouldn't be able to reuse it for a tournament round, but overall it's responded quite well to being hit from a variety of lies, and no worse than a Pro V1X. I've not tested the ball on a launch monitor like a Trackman or a GC Quad, because I know that you at home wouldn't necessarily have access to that equipment. But I have used the golf ball for sort of a dozen rounds of golf now, and I haven't noticed any drop-offs on distance, whether that's with a long iron, a mid iron, a short iron, or even my driver. I would say for me that this golf ball distance-wise compares very favourably with the Pro V1X. But interesting enough for me, I actually got a slightly higher flight with every single club in the bag, but it didn't seem to lose much distance. For me, I'm quite a low penetrating ball flight I have, and that is why I use the X. And just to get the ball slightly higher seemed to make a bit of a difference. So summing it up, this is a decent golf ball. I like the fact it's really, really bright. So the Pro V1 to me seems a little bit duller. This really shines, and you can really see it. And when you're looking for your ball in the rough or trees, it does stand out for me slightly better. At $34.99 a dozen, which is the current price, I feel that this is a good alternative to the Pro V1 at that price point. The newer ball, which I haven't tested yet, I wouldn't be keen to play Pro V1 prices for this golf ball. I know that might sound strange because I've said how good this golf ball is, and if the newer edition is even better, then it would be rivaling a Pro V1 from Titleist. But I think it's more to do with the fact that I know how good Titleist golf balls are. I know how much money they invested in golf ball development, and they've been the market leader for 20, 30, 40 years, and it's the #1 played ball on all the tours. Ball has never let me down, and I've got good feelings and good experiences playing that ball, and I've won tournaments playing that ball. I've had no issue with the dozen golf balls that I bought, but I would need to do some further testing to fully be committed to changing from a Titleist into a PXG. For me, the PXG new golf ball at a similar price, or just below that level of the Titleist Pro V1, you'd have to be a PXG superfan to actually put that ball in play over a market leader. But that doesn't mean that this ball shouldn't be considered, and I would suggest you go and try it out. You go and buy a dozen golf balls. It's only going to cost you £35 to get a dozen of these, put them in play. Should last 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds depending on your ability, and then you can check this ball out, because you may find a bargain and it might suit you like it has me. And I'm going to be putting this ball in play during the winter to continue testing it, because I personally don't feel I need a Titleist premium golf ball in the middle of winter when we've got winter rules and we're cleaning our ball. We're losing balls as well, and I don't want to be losing balls when they're costing nearly £5 each. So conclusion, well done to PXG. That is a good golf ball, and I was pleasantly impressed. I had seen a few other reviews where they were quite critical of that golf ball, but for me it performed really, really well. I'm not paid to say that. They didn't provide me with any golf balls. I've actually purchased these myself, but that is a decent golf ball. Whether it completely will rival a Pro V1 in the future, I don't know. And whether I'll change to it long term, probably not. But however, if you're looking for a cheap alternative golf ball, which is high performance, at a price level slightly below the Pro V1, then that golf ball, last year's PXG golf ball, is definitely worth considering. Finally, has anybody tried this golf ball? Does anybody actually currently play it? If so, hit it in the comments section below and let us know, and give us some feedback what you think about this golf ball. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you're liking these videos, hit that subscribe button, comment below, like, and thanks for watching.